trying to get it to the screen where I can see everybody. There it is. Hi, Michael.
Hey.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hello.
All right. So.
Do you want a video on for everybody?
Yeah, I like to have the video on for everyone so I can see how everyone's
You're
doing.
recording.
Thanks, Deb. So if you can just mute all of yours though, and then if you have a question, just pop in. Hey, Brady. All right. So as we're working through, so we're just gonna start with like the basics like esquivas, guardabaixas, and basic kicks to warm up. And then once we start moving into the combinations, I'll have like a beginner one and then an advanced one. So you can kind of pick which one that you want to do as you're working through it. Okay. Then at the end, we'll finish with some conditioning and, some fun movement. So if you have your chair, the reason I wanted you guys to bring one today was just for having like something to like visualize, that so you can see what you're kicking around and over and stuff as you're working through stuff. We're not actually like going to be putting our hands on it or really. It's also like for like a focal point at the end when you're doing your movement, so you can like have something that you're moving around and not just like be kind of wandering, like moving aimlessly around when you're working on your movement. So if you guys are ready, we'll stand up and get started. Let's see. All right. So we'll start with Jinga. So go ahead, Jinga. And twist to the back as you step back. So yeah. And keep going. And back to Jinga. And so stopping cadera. And we're just going to go esquiva to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to step back to Jinga position. And from right here, we're going to go back esquiva. So just turn back, 1, and forward. 2. There you go, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And change sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And back to Jinga. Can you guys all hear me okay? Thumbs up. Okay, cool. I was thinking about using my Bluetooth headphone so I could just kind of have it right here when I'm talking. So I don't have to scream at the iPad over there. But this seems to be working okay. Okay, so stop here. Good. So we're gonna just dip down to Guarda Baixa. Make sure when you drop down, you're moving your hips down, not your back, okay? So from right here, you're gonna bring your hand down and then just come back up. That's one, okay? Down and up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And switch sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And jingle. Yeah, stop, relax for a second. So then we're just gonna put those moves together. Okay, so you're gonna Jenga. From here, you're gonna step up and twist, and then go back to cadeira, okay? From here, you're gonna go to esquiva, then down to guarda baixa, okay? One more time. Jenga, step up, step across, twist, twist back, cadeira, esquiva, then down to guarda baixa. Good. And then back to Jenga, okay? So Jenga with me. It's amazing how synchronized all of you are. Not gonna lie. Okay, so step up and twist. Go back to cadeira. Nice and low. Esquiva. Guarda baixa. And Jenga. And twist. Back to cadeira. Esquiva. Guarda baixa. And Jenga. Couple more times. And twist. Back to cadeira. Esquiva. Guarda baixa. And Jenga. One more. Twist. Back. Esquiva. Guarda baixa. And Jenga. Good. All right. So relax. So this next thing we're going to do is just working on activating your hands while you're playing. Okay. So your arms aren't looking all robotic, because it's important to be able to like use your hands while you're playing as like ways to like feint or fake or move around. So while you're doing your Jenga this time, you're going to stop. And when you go to back esquiva here, this hand that would be up, you're going to put out. Okay? That makes sense? So from right here, back. And then when you step up, you're going to go 1, 2, step back to Jenga, and turn back. And then do it again with the other side. So back to the front. 1, 2, and to the front. Okay? So up, 1, 2, back, forward. Okay? Does that make sense? Thumbs up? Okay. So I want you to just do this one, just continuously. Okay? And I want you to try to smooth it out as much as you can. So when you're going, you'll go. Okay? That's like the end product. Okay? But so just when you step up, you go back. When you step up, okay? So you guys go ahead. I'm gonna watch you for a minute, okay? On your own. Good. Looking smooth, smooth. I like it. Good. All right, so relax for a second. So now, while you're doing Jenga today, for the rest of these kicks, rest of the combinations, I want you to be using your hands like that while you're doing Jenga, okay? I want it to feel like second nature for you to like be more fluid with your arms when you're playing, so that they're not always just like, okay? I want your arms to be a little bit looser when you're moving around so that you can use them better, okay? Because if your arms are always stuck like this, then, you know what I mean? When a kick comes, you're just gonna be hoping that your arm is in the right spot at the right time, you know? Instead of like, if you're able to like move, or if you're used to like being more fluid with your arms, when a kick comes, you can, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, cool. So first kick we're gonna be working on, we're just gonna work through the fundamental kicks, okay? So we're gonna start with Meia Luigi French, Ponteira, Martello, Queixada, Armada, and then Meia Luigi Compasso. Okay, so I'll call them out as we're working. And for this one, I want you to do each kick like on your own while you're doing Jenga back and forth with that arm movement. Okay, so like for the first kick, it'll be Meia Luigi French. So you're gonna Jenga. Like that, okay? You don't have to keep count. We're not trying to do a certain number of kicks. I want your Meia Luigi French to be fluid and makes sense with what you're doing with your arms. Okay? So, go ahead. We'll start with Meia-Luigi Frenchie. I'll let you know when the kick switches. Okay? And go. Good. So, same thing. Now we're just going to do punteira. It's the only kick. Okay? Michael, punteira. It's just that like front snap kick. Yep. So just move around, throw out the punteira. Okay? And go. Good. How's that feeling for everyone? Is it making sense? Thumbs up? Kind of, sort of. It will. It'll make sense. It just, like for us, we don't do a lot of strikes with our hands, right? But I want to make like the kicks and everything we're doing feel more functional. You know what I mean? So like if you were to use like these movements and like some kind of a self-defense, that like it would make sense with how you're using your arms to protect yourself, right? Or how to like judge your distance. So if you like, you know what I mean? If you were gonna do a kick or if you were playing with somebody and you needed to, that you could like figure out, oh, they're this far away. That's where I need to put them so that I can make my punteira meet. Does that make sense? And if you don't use your hands, it's a lot harder to judge your distance. You know what I mean? It's kind of like just like throwing your fishing pole out and hoping for the best. You know, unless you've already got like super good depth perception with how far your foot is from somebody else, it helps a ton. If you can say, okay, they're right here, then I can put my foot there, you know? Okay, so for the next kick, martello now, okay? Martello from the back, martello from the front, wherever works for you. As you're going through, just keep using your hands, okay? Go ahead. Good. All right, next kick. Next kick gonna be Armada. All right. Sam, Andrea, don't kick each other. Okay. All right, go ahead. Whoa. Hand time. 2 more kicks. Next one's Keishada. Any questions? No questions? Anything? Anything, so we can take a break. Anything? No? Okay, cool. And, and Keishadas. And time. All right. Last kick. Meia compassos. All right. Whew. Ready. And
So, do you want these standing land up or down?
up. So in Jinger position. All right. And go. And time. Whew. All right, guys, grab some water quick. Huh.
I kicked my cat already.
Oh, that poor cat.
She was definitely in the way.
It was the cat's fault.
It is totally the cat's fault.
I know, Brady, you were gauging via arm distance where the cat was.
Yep. He's already making a practical use of that training. Come here, kitty.
I learned capoeira self-defense from my cat at home.
There you go. Will I feel safer at home for my kittens?
My cat's been bullying me.
All right. Okay, so for the next section here, we're going to work through a couple combinations. All right. There's going to be one that's geared for like more beginners. So if you feel like taking it easy for this part, work through this one. The other one is going to be more or less the same combination, just with a few extra pieces added into it. Okay. And as we're working through it, we'll build it up. So we'll be working through it at the same time. I'll let you know if you want like the added sections, what you can add and what you can leave out if you want. Okay. All right. So the first two moves for the combination are Esquiva and Guarda Baixa. So we'll just go back to Jenga. For now, for this part, you don't need to like focus so much on the hands. This is more just for repetitions of the movement, just so we're training through the movements. Okay. So the first chunk is just Esquiva, Guarda Baixa. So Jenga. We're just gonna go Esquiva, down, and then back to Jenga. Okay. So for this, actually, sorry, for this part too, instead of keeping count, I'll just say go, and you guys just work through it on doing both sides. Okay, so Jenga, Esquiva, Guarda Baixa, back to Jenga, Esquiva, Guarda Baixa on the other side, and just keep going. I'll let you know when to stop and when to add the next chunk. Okay? So, on your own, go ahead. Good. All right, good. It's looking good, everyone. So that's pretty easy. So the next part, for the beginner part, we're gonna go Esquiva, Guarda Baixa, and then step up Meia Lua de Frente, and finish back. So finish in Jenga position, not to the side, okay? I'll demonstrate it. So Jenga, Esquiva, Guarda Baixa, step up, Meia Lua de Frente, finish back, and then back to Jenga, okay? For the harder part, you'll go, after Guarda Baixa, you're gonna do Martello from Guarda Baixa with the back leg. Then step up Meia Lua de Frente and finish back, okay? So with the added part, you'll go Esquiva, Guarda Baixa, Martello, Meia Lua de Frente, and back, okay? For the beginner one, just no Martello, okay? So it's Esquiva, Guarda Baixa, Meia Lua de Frente, and back. Make sense? All right, go for it. Keep going, guys. I want to watch a few. Keep going. All right, good. All right, so after that Meia Luigi French, after you finish in the back, both beginner and advanced are gonna do a Keishada, okay? So just Keishada from the back, from right there, after you do the Meia Luigi Frenchie. For the more advanced, after you do the Keishada, you're gonna do Meia Luigi Compasso from the back. Then you're gonna switch sides, back Esquiva, and then Martello Nuchon. Okay, so I'll demonstrate both. Okay, so the whole sequence for the beginner combo, we'll go Jinga, Esquiva, Guarda Baixa, Meia Luigi Frenchie, finish back, Keishada. Okay, do the other side. So Jinga, we'll go Esquiva, Guarda Baixa, Meia Luigi Frenchie. Wait, did I just do that side? I just did that side. All right, this side. So Esquiva, Guarda Baixa, Meia Luigi Frenchie, finish back, Keishada. All right. More advanced one. We'll go Jinga, Esquiva, Guarda Baixa, Martello, Meia Luigi Frenchie, finish back, Keishada. Now from here, you're gonna switch sides, back Esquiva, and then from here, you're gonna take this arm, bring it down, and Martello Nuchon. All right. That makes sense? Do it again. So Jinga. Yeah, I do that side. Esquiva. No, I just did that side, other side. Esquiva. Guarda Baixa. Martello. Meia Luigi Frenchie, finish back. Keishada. Switch sides. Back Esquiva. Martello Nuchon. And back to Jinga. All right, questions? No? Awesome. Sam, your lighting makes you look ripped. I mean, I'm sure you are, but quarantine has been good to you. It hasn't been good to me. All right, guys, go ahead. I'm gonna watch first just to see how everyone's doing so I can help correct things if need be. So from there, ready, you switch sides. So Jinga over to the other side after your Keishada. Back Esquiva. And then from right there, turn and drop your left hand and go into Martello Nuchon. Yep. That's it. Yep. I know you're working with limited space, but you got it. There you go, Michael. Yep, Martello. Step up, Meia Luigi Frenchie. Finish back, Keishada. Good. Switch sides. Yep, then back Esquiva. Turn, drop that hand in Martello Nuchon. Good. That's good. It's when you do that Martello Nuchon, Michael, try not to put your hand down before you kick. All right, so when you go back Esquiva, when you turn, your leg should be going the same time you put your hand down, because it's a lot harder to put your hand down and then get your leg off the ground as opposed to doing it at the same time. So from right here, when you kick, then you're good because your momentum will carry you through. Yeah, that was it. There you go. Good. And just try to, yeah, just try to carry it all the way to the back instead of dropping it to the side. Try to make as like big a circle as you can so you come all the way back around and finish in Jenga position. Okay. Jim, can you turn your camera down a little bit so I can see you? It's better. No, that's good. That's good. I can see you fine. That's good. Hey, there you go. Even better. Good. No, that was good, Jim. Just try to keep those arms up when you spin around. Like when you guys do the Martello Chao, like the one arm comes down that goes to the ground, and then the other one should be coming across too. So your guard is up. Okay. Because you don't want to just be swinging your kicks out without having your arms up. All right. So just make sure when you swing that leg through from Martello Chao, the other one's following and staying in front. Okay. It's looking good though. I want you guys to just keep working through this combination for the next few minutes, okay? Take your time. Try to clean it up as best you can. All right, guys. How you feeling? Good? Guys have missed me, right? All right, so we're gonna do a quick 5 minutes of core. And then just work on some movement, okay? And then we'll finish up with some stretching. So for the core, we're gonna do 1 minute rounds for each of the different things we're gonna work through, okay? So I'll just call out whatever the next thing is. If you're not sure what it is, just peep the screen and I'll be switching to it, okay? Ready? So for the first one, we're gonna be doing reverse crunches, okay? So that's just back, tap your heels down, bring them up. And go. All right, rest. Next one's gonna be leg raises. So you're gonna keep your legs straight, bring them up to 45, pop your hips up. All right, ready? And go. When I say 45, I meant 90-degree angle. I don't know what is going on there. And time. Next one is straight up sit-ups. Sit all the way up. Reach past your knees. And go. And time. Next one's a plank on your forearms. And go. Man, I made orange chicken from scratch right before this. Yes, deep fried food before capoeira. Oh, it's hard. The struggle is real. And time. Next, we're gonna go to a side plank. 30 seconds each side. And go. And switch. And time. Oh, all right. You know what? You guys can unmute your screens or unmute your computers. Hey, Seamus. Oh,
Unmuted.
I know.
Hey.
all right. So I was gonna have you guys do some movement right now, but we're coming up to the end here, and I want to make sure we all stretch together. So we'll just skip the movement and go to stretching for now. We'll get the movement next time. All right, so let's do the splits in the middle. Oh, man. I'm glad the screen cuts off right here for me. So you guys don't have to witness my lack of flexibility after X number of weeks of doing nothing.
But what are we supposed to do? Are the legs apart together? Are we?
Yeah, splits, side splits. So feet out to the sides, toes up. Yep. Reaching out to the center.
Seamus here is the only one that's flexible at this point.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't
'Cause he has
tell.
no-
I can't see Michael's legs either.
Yeah, I could. It's like at a weird angle. Just believe I'm very flexible. That'd be great. No,
Yeah.
I'm pretty out of shape, so not missing too
Well,
much.
I know the feeling. So Michael, yeah, this is my first class teaching since, gosh, what was it? Back in like 10 weeks ago was the
Okay.
last time I taught, 10 or 11 weeks.
Okay.
Because I've been doing like my last chunk of school. I was in school for being an occupational therapy assistant.
Cool.
And so I just finished my last round of field work. And so now I'm free to start teaching again.
Yeah. Well, like, I'm surprised it was this easy to find capoeira and people to train with. Like, I didn't expect, like, the same night I Googled it to be like, oh, yeah, come hang out, let's play and train and have fun. And I'm like, oh, yeah. So thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you found us. There are a few other classes in town. I'm pretty sure we're the only one though that's like meeting like solely through Zoom still. It's just the general consensus, I feel like, for our group and everybody, that we feel like it's like safest still at this point to not
Yeah.
be breathing everybody else's breath and rolling in each other's bodily fluids.
Yeah.
So,
Moved here 3 or 4 years ago.
Yes.
So, like, cool. It's nice to be able to just start training. I haven't trained here, so it's nice.
good. Awesome. Well, it's awesome to have you. What did you say your nickname was? Lim?
I think it's pronounced. I actually Googled it to try to figure it out, because it's got the little triangle, right? But it's
Yeah.
and after it, it kind of makes like a like sing, like it has like almost a G sound sort of, but not
Yeah.
really. So Lamuri, like with the E on the end, like
Limuri?
Lamuri.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have
That
a
sounds right.
cow and the
Yeah. Everyone, for this next stretch, just so you can see my legs. We're gonna take the one leg, bring it across, and then try to lay down over that front leg.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Flexible.
Are you flat?
Seamus doesn't have any bones, does he?
No,
No.
he does not.
They're still forming. He's young. You said you moved here from Olympia?
Yeah, I was.
Where's Olympia?
I'm sorry.
Where's Olympia?
Olympia is like an hour south of Seattle,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
the Puget Sound. So yeah, I was there from February till like last week. So it was kind of cool. But I wanted to find a place in the area by that time, but there wasn't one that I liked, and there was a bunch of other circumstantial stuff that it made more sense to come here. At
Okay.
the So I was like, I'm just gonna go for Minnesota. So now I'm here.
Cool. Yeah, you're here. Once you get here, once you come, there's no leaving.
Well,
All right.
oh,
Let's switch sides.
yeah.
Yeah,
I used to
Minnesota's a
move-
nice place.
I'm sorry.
I was just saying, Minnesota's a nice place.
Oh, yeah, I've been here
Cold,
like
it's cold in the winter, but
yeah. Thankfully, I came like before that, and I didn't drive into it because that would.
yeah, it wouldn't be fun. It's not
Yeah.
fun.
Montana's not very fun in the winter either to drive through.
No, I hear it's not. Although I think I've only driven through Montana one time.
Right now, it's on fire. That's the whole problem. That whole part of the world. So,
Yeah. Actually, that's probably a bigger problem than just the driving in winter.
The
Probably
locks.
not too big of a complaint on people's minds right now.
Yeah, it's wild over there. Like my daughter and her mom live over in Atlanta. Like the smoke there's on, which is why I'm super glad that they're doing like distance learning. Like
Oh yeah.
so like we all picked up little Chromebooks and stuff
Mhm.
for that. So it's kind of
Fun.
cool.
Yeah.
But it's wild. It's wild over there. Smoke, right? So yeah. But I don't know. I'm super glad to be here. It's fun to do capoeira stuff for a very long time. Definitely in the phase of I'm excited.
Low, blow up, I'm leaning back. You're trying to get us stretched. That tickles. I might, it's barely anything though. Yeah, because you're super flexible.
Yeah.
Why don't you just wrap your leg around your head?
Gosh, you know who else is super flexible? Declan. So Michael, I've got 3 kids. I've got a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 6-month-old. And my 3-year-old like decided to try to flip over the hammock
Okay.
and like ate it really hard. So I wound up like, bringing him into their like urgent care, and
Oh, no.
they didn't need to like put his arm in a splint or anything, but they thought why not, just to like make sure nothing was hurting him. But like
Right.
he fell and like his arm was just like bleh, like
No.
like it looked like a noodle, and I was like
Yeah.
But when they did the x-ray, like it was totally fine, like there was nothing wrong with it. And the orthopedic guy that looked at it was like, yeah, apparently kids their joints aren't actually formed, it's just like flesh and like
Oh.
like fluid in there. So he's totally fine. That's why they say kids bounce. He literally probably just like hit the ground and hurt, and then he bounced back,
Yeah. They're
which is pretty wild.
like when you first have a baby, you're like, it's like touching a crystal ball. You're like, I don't want to hurt this precious thing. And then like as they get older and like start like bumping into stuff, you're like, well, they're surprisingly durable, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yay, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah. My daughter, she was into boxing for a little while, and that was kind of cool. She didn't really do sparring stuff, but like she would, she did that thing where kids get winded and they think they're hurt. I don't know, they're just tired. Like, but it's really dramatic.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know that. I've heard that excuse before.
yeah, I'm dying. Like, this is hard.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Funny. Your heart rate has.
My older son has pulled that on me a couple times.
Um,
Good times, good times.
yeah.
And Brady's pulled that on me a few times.
I still do that. You're gonna catch.
Brady's over in the corner. They're like, oh God, I'm so tired. Glug, 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 glug. I'm good now, guys.
I just needed a beer, that's all.
He's got his like flask in his belt. He's just like, look. All right.
I'm like
Back to Jenga.
Popeye, but whiskey.
Like, wow, Brady, you got so much more fluid all of a sudden. What happened?
Oh, the other day,
Okay, guys.
Arden.
So next week, we're gonna have. I want to try to keep doing this with a similar format. All right, so we'll start out working on those basic movements. I want to keep working on doing things with the hands so that you're like activating that part of yourself more. Because a lot of times when you're playing capoeira, you just get stuck with exchanging kicks and stuff with people. You don't really get into the feinting and faking people out and using your hands to get people to move. And I think just working on that more consistently will help. So we're going to keep working through that, and then I'll make sure next week we get in that couple minutes of just having a focal point and then practicing movement around it. All right.
Awesome.
Sound good? Do we have any questions or anything before we take off?
I'm good.
Awesome. Feel free. I'm going to post the link, or I'm going to post the class on YouTube. I got rid of my Facebook account a while ago. It was just not working out for me. I was making too many people mad, so I was just I'm not doing the Facebook thing anymore. So I'll post. I still have our YouTube though, so I'll post the combinations and stuff to the YouTube channel, and then feel free to share those if you guys want to the Facebook group if you're still on it, and just share them. Feel free to share them publicly too. So if there's anybody that that wants to come and try out the class, or use the YouTube videos to work out or whatever, just put it all out there. Can't really, you know what I mean? I like to just put everything out so then everyone can use it. All right, sound good?
Cool.
All right, cool.
Thank
Good
you.
work, guys.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank you,
everybody.
Perugia.
Yeah, have a good night.
Yeah. You too, later.
Bye.